Yes, welcome back. So, in continuation of this segment about calls that are assigned with satanic intent, so I want to go straight into one or two or three of the examples of or my experiences about this kind of calls. Because I wouldn't want to sit down here and talking about it, and probably somebody is feeling like, yeah, this guy is trying to be pessimistic, or rather, I'm pursuing shadows that it is normal. No, 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 it's not. A lot is going on right now as I speak. So it was the year 2012. So I had some things doing in Nigeria that made me to go home because I normally do some little business here and there, Finland, Nigeria. So regularly, like there are sometimes in the good days, the good days, when the economy was good and business was all right, from Finland to Nigeria. So there was some time I traveled to Nigeria twice in a year, and each of this time I have to be accompanied with one thing or the other that can bring returns to me in terms of a business. So I was transacting some business with cell phones. So, and the place that the business of cell phones was lucrative was in Lagos. So I sold the majority of the phones in Lagos. So what I was doing at that time was that here in Finland, I would stumble into some companies that are about to liquidate or bankrupt, and then they want to sell off their wares. I will just go there and then I will collect all the cell phones. Sometimes it is shoes, sometimes it is clothes, jeans, ladies' blouse, all kind of stuff. And then, in as much as the company are trying to close up business, they decide to sell everything out. So I can just buy those things, I cargo them, and then I go to Nigeria and do business with them. So at that time, it was cell phones. So I was going constantly to Nigeria with a lot of cell phones. So what I do was that when I get to Nigeria, I will announce to. It's just like, hey, somebody will see these cell phones, contact this person will contact this person. Within few days, the whole place is empty. They have taken all the phones. So when I have done that business, I will remain one or two cell phones for myself in case of emergency. So at that particular time, I had two phones that I have reserved for myself, and I went back in the year 2013. So this incident, or the first instance of this unidentified phone calls, came in the year 2013. So I was in the village. With two cell phones, something looking like this. It was, and one was a Samsung like this. And in the year 2013, that this kind of Samsung didn't have a touchlight attached with it. So then I had another one, another Nokia, something like this, that has a touchlight here at the tip. So what I did was that I took into consideration that in the village I definitely will want to have some kind of torchlight with me in case I want to wake up in the middle of the night to go and ease myself. I will need a torchlight because there is in Nigeria there is this kind of the erratic power supply. Most of the time there is no electricity. So I need to have a torchlight that can enable me go out of bed at night, and also considering the fact that I normally have a power generator that is always working if I'm at home. I'm in the village, so it would be nice that I will have a kind of torchlight that enables me to check the petrol, do all those kind of things, or try to start or stop the generator. I don't need to go to near the generator with a hurricane lamp. So I needed the torchlight. So that was why I reserved one phone like this and that one this way. So this phone went with me to the village. So on getting to the village now, there was no need for me to continue to charge this phone and charge this phone. It was getting too much for me, so that I just have to limit the use of cell phone while in the village to just one. So what I did was I opened up the Samsung. I took out the SIM card that was there and installed it inside the Nokia. And then the battery was okay because those Nokia at that time, the battery is exceptionally good. The battery doesn't run down so easily. So when I charge the battery, it lasts very long. So the SIM card was in this phone and it was red color. It was a Nokia red. So what I did was to remove this one, put it inside my suitcase, and I forgot about it there. So there was a day a certain man came to me and said that he has heard that I've come, that he has been waiting so that he can come and see if he can get a cell phone. I told him that I don't have cell phone now. I finished it. I sold them all in Lagos. So he was like trying to regret it, and then said he wish he could find one right now. I said, okay, the one I have right now will not be suitable for you because, to the best of my knowledge, he does something that, I mean, the kind of job that has to do with bricklaying, and it has to mix with cement, sand, all those kind of a thing. So he wouldn't want to be answering his calls with a smartphone like this, where he needs to rub his hands on with the sand on top of it all the time. I told him that what he deserves is a phone that has button. So he said he wants to see it. I said, okay, no problem. Let me just show you. I just wanted to satisfy his own curiosity. So I went to my bedroom, opened the suitcase, then I took out the Samsung. Then I handed it over to him. Then I powered it, and then he was browsing through it while I went back into my parlor to continue some things I was doing. So while I was inside the parlor, I had the phone ringing. So I was at the same time thinking that maybe he had a phone that he was managing, and somebody is now trying to reach out to him. So the phone rang the second time, third time, and then he was calling out to me to come and take my call. The first thing I did was to look at the on top of the fridge. There was a fridge in my parlor there, so I looked at the top of the fridge. The phone was there. The red one was there. Then 100% sure that I have no SIM in that phone. And with what I know about cell phones, and then I'm not a professional, but I wouldn't say prove me wrong if you can, because no, there is no technology, there is nothing that can enable a phone that has no SIM to ring. And when I looked at the screen, I saw 23490. The combination was indicating that it was a local mobile network, MTN. So it was complete. So I just like, okay, I switched off the phone and I told him to forget about this phone. So he left, and then I threw the phone back into the suitcase. So that was the first encounter. So the second encounter came when I now returned back to Finland, and with um, with another phone, not the ones that I had, because I normally have the phones who are lying on my table every now and then. So many phones, so I can just like use this phone for some time. I change it and put another. So I had another phone when I have returned back to, because somebody can just say, "Hey, bros, I don't have any telephone." Blah blah blah. Okay, take. I can always get another one. So it was nothing for me. So I came back and I picked up another telephone, and I was using that one. And I was in the bedroom. My bedroom is right over there, and then I'm sitting right now at the parlor. So I forgot to switch off the power of the phone before going to sleep. So 2 a.m. in the 2 a.m. I was woken by the sound of the telephone ringing. So I came because here I might not want to begin to speak at to anybody. The network might be weak and my voice might begin to raise. So I just punched the stop button. I stopped it and then pushed the power to stop. I switched it off, left the phone on the table, and went back into the bedroom to sleep. To continue my sleep. Yes. So in the morning, I finished. I brushed my teeth and then was ready to check for the caller. So the way it came registered in my call log as missed call. So I just like luckily I had some credit there. I just called the number just like that. And then it came back saying that that number cannot be reached. Check the number and dial again. All right. I forgot about it and then continue whatever I was doing. And then few hours later, I checked again and the number could not be dialed. I continue trying to, I was curious to find out who the caller was because that number was not within my, it was not in my contact. It was not written in my diary. I have never seen that number before. So what I did after checking around me, the old phones and the other things where, because before I give any phone out, I will make sure that I don't leave any number and I give the phone out clean. I have to delete everything before I give any phone out. I don't give any phone with my text messages or any informations to anybody. I make sure that the phone is wiped clean before I give it out. So who was trying to call, maybe there's somebody that is trying to reach out to me for something or the other, but the person should be able to pick my call. So I had to send the number to Nigeria. I dictated the number to somebody in Nigeria, say, please, I need to know who this caller was. And then they checked and they reported back to me that the number was not registered in the MTN network. I said, okay. And not like that, I went back to Nigeria and start and try again, and that number does not exist. So when I came back to Lagos, I began to make my inquiries and begin to ask questions, and it was confirmed that yes, there is somebody is trying to harm me. Somebody is trying to do something dangerous to me. So with that in mind, I returned to Finland, and what I did was to take all my the SIM card that I was using because the one that was Nigerian network. When I finish with it, I destroy it there. I don't bring it with me to Finland. So when to Finland, I inserted my own card that I was using here. So the one that I was using here, I removed it. So the moment I removed it, I make sure that nobody is going to contact me again. So this is some packet of prepaid SIM cards. So if you look at this one is just two. There was time you can imagine I was buying it constantly between the year 2013 and 2021. So there was a lot of them in this house. I just packed them and threw them into the trash because there were so many because I buy it regularly because I was trying to avoid having any number registered to my name. So this one was sold because of some tourists here in Finland. You can just use it, and then when it is finished, you throw it off. So I was using this kind of system for a very long time to make sure that nobody reaches me except the person that I want to or the person that I have given my number, and I will make sure that I have that person's number written in my phone, in my contact. So when I have removed the SIM card, installed it into a cell phone, and the call was coming in again, and I tried to. It was like the caller was trying to know me. And I wouldn't want to say like I became afraid or this kind of. No, I was not afraid, but at the same time, I have to answer my call. So the important thing is that I was not taking call from Nigeria. But I will make sure that so long as it is a local call, maybe some office is trying to reach me, or certain I've written a job application somewhere, somebody is trying to verify some things. But when and I know the specific time that offices might want to get in contact with me. If it is outside the official hours, I don't take such calls that are not within my own, that are not in my contact. So what I did was that a call came and trying to verify my identity. Just like I closed it and and then the person didn't say much, was just trying to listen to my voice and stopped. So what I did was that I cut it off. I took that number, I gave it a name and stored it on my phone. So when I finished using that SIM, I break the SIM, I throw it off, and I bought another SIM, and meaning that whosoever it was definitely will not have that number, the second number, because the number here and this number does not match. So, and I just like when I open it this way, I will scratch here the code, the pin will be revealed. So with that pin, I can be able to use, and then the number of this phone is written here. It is different from the one that you have inside this. So this one is different from this. And then if you look at it here, you can see the price. It is approximately €5. So it is like call, finish it, and then throw it off, and then buy another. So there's no way I could have stored this that person that was trying to call me. I stored the person's name. I mean, I store a name to that number, and then the SIM finished. I threw that SIM out, and then I bought another SIM card, installed the SIM here, and then next time this person is calling with, and I have not given this number to anybody. And then this person is trying to call me again with the same name that I've already stored here, and it was unbelievable. So between 2013 up till 2016, I have begun to make my investigations. I begin to ask questions about things I don't know about this kind of attacks that might come to me through the telephone, and why does anybody want to do that? And everything that was revealed to me is a story for the next time. Thank you for watching.